years. I think a Super Bowl win here today, and now they become maybe that new top-of-the-heap team that we talk about here in the NFL.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Berkeley. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter with Barkley. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Hurts going to hold on to this one, and he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs? Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Second and inches. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Commanders first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll stay on the ground. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 43, here's second and 7. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll run again. And they'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 31, here's second down and 7. Oh, he's going to be fouled Bosa for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The motion man here is McClure. 3rd and long. And here's Daniels.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. And that is blocked.
The long snapper is going to have to shoulder this one, Mike. I mean, this one falls flat on his plate. He put his punter in a really bad spot, and he wasn't able to bail him out, and disaster strikes.
The Eagles offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. After a spirited 1st quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. As we are ready to get back underway. On the ground, this is Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
And And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll step up and run this. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
Washington, first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Daniels to throw on second down. He's going to tuck it and go. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, it's Daniel. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First catch of the ball game for Debo. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Oh, he's down behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Eagles recover the football. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense, the quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Hurts. He's got his man Brown. what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
In motion. 3rd and long for Hurts. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a...
In a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball 3rd downs. That is a recipe for success.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 33-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Hurts to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And 3rd down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 50-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will open up a 9-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He runs with it. A gain there of 21. First down.
He is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think there, fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup at 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
The motion man here is McLaurin. To the air again is Daniels. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still here in Santa Clara. Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Commanders' offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Daniels. On target, got it to McClure. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play here in the big game. 37 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this just shows how special he can be.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. To the ground, he'll get it again. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. That is Cooper DeGene in there for the stop.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. The motion man here is McClure. On 3rd down, he'll throw with Daniels.
Certain guys just have a knack for finding the ball. In a lot of ways, Mike, you can't even really coach it. We've seen him do it all throughout this game today. Fumble recovery, sack. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his hand on another one and comes down with a pick.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So you got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagles first down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Philadelphia.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man, it's Smith. And the defense can't come up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Eagles first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
That's Goddard in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. To the goal line and in. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do. And we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Elliott, good on the extra point. The Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10. start on the ground. And he'll take this to about the 28. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now, Daniel. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in by Browns.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the 1st time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. nicely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There he goes again. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
A second down throw for Hurts. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's third down.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
Now a 3rd and 2. To throw, Hurts. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king than his rep thing.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down. Just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field. Their next possession, they'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. There's Hurts. He's got it right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Handoff here, up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commander's first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Nice chunk here in this good-looking. drive, pick up of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
The motion man here is McLaurin. A run now on second down. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Eagles 23, Commanders 13.
There's no rest in my shutting down. Whenever I get your money up, but even I got my money down. I'm letting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did everything that I love.
So down 2 scores. They're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10.
With no sauce. What's the use of the physical with no sauce?
Here's Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Johnny Newton in there to drop him. And that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
To do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Hurts. This defense pinning their ears back. Coming to get him again. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. That's Goddard in motion. 3rd and long for Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And this is not going to do the trick. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it leads to 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, 75th.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw with Daniels. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
12 yards. And a Commander's 1st down.
Ready.
Now give up the middle. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. It is 2nd and a yard.
Warrior 7, tag. Viking 18, drop 60, drop 60. Check, hurt. With Lion, street, ready.
They'll drop to throw. That pass taken in by McCoy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. Down to the 10. And he'll take this one in. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18.
Here's Daniels. That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense. But burning that timeout early really comes back to cost them now. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Inside give here to the fullback on the dive. Good running there. He got the 1st down inside the 30. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. And there it is. They've done it again. For a second straight year, the Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL